So we're like a month or so away from the first race in Bahrain. And I don't know whether it's just me, but I'm pretty excited. I might even be more excited than usual. But this may be me hoping and dreaming for an entertaining F1 season with some crazy events. Imagine Daniel Ricciardo podium, an Oscar Piastri win, a Lando Norris win. Let's scrap Sochi, forget about it. Lando Norris, win, brother, please. Albon podium, maybe. Maybe. Kind of hoping for a closer grid than last season and the season before that. McLaren are apparently stepping up their game. I mean, they've gone demon mode. Look at their livery. They've nearly all blacked it out. And, well, we all know that's a pretty good sign. The last time a team decided to, well, fully black out their livery was 2020 Mercedes. And that thing, well, it was more than a rocket ship. That thing was glued to the ground. You know, like the little super glue things when you put on like your little objects, hope it sticks? Yeah, that thing had a fuck ton of super glue on the wheels, and it just turned. And it's not just McLaren who are apparently stepping up their game. Mercedes as well. James Allison has, well, joined the team again. And my brother has got his little wok, his little frying pan, and he is cooking. The whole car's going to be pretty much new. The W14, get that out of here. Bring on the 2024 car. Ferrari have just sent the whole of Italy and the Tifosi into the second Great Depression, with Charles extending his contract for, well, God knows how many years. Can they screw him over like they've done for Sebastian Vettel, Alonso, you name it? Or can he win a championship? But who am I kidding? Charlie Boy winning a championship in a Ferrari? And we get another year of Logan Sargent and his, well, incidents. Let's say that. Alonso's also just finished his rookie season, and he's coming onto his second ever season, so that'll be interesting to see on how he performs. Actually, a fuck ton of glazing going on here. But anyway, enough with the bullshit. Let's talk about how fucked this sport is. The pinnacle of motorsport, they say. The pinnacle. So surely, we should be having the best teams, best sponsors, best drivers, best tracks, everything the best, right? Wrong. Ignoring the fact that there's Lance Stroll and an Aston Martin. Actually, no, we just can't ignore that. Yes, there's always been paid drivers, but in the last 5-10 years, money has really taken over the sport. Speaking of taking over the sport, Liberty Media, well, bought Formula 1 at the end of 2016, and they've managed to turn it around. The sport was dying, with a unique viewership in 2008 of 600, and by the time it got to 2016, it was only, or I say only, it's a fuck ton, but 390 million. And they were like, no, we'll give you Drive to Survive, and you give us viewers. So in 2018, there was 490 million average viewers. So everything that I'm going to talk about is pretty much based on Liberty Media. How they like the money in the show, and do they really care about the racing? Yeah, I don't know about that. Now, I'm not hating on paid drivers, because there are some good paid drivers. Lando Norris, you couldn't argue that Sergio Perez is a good driver. I'm not gonna, step in the way. And also, I'm pretty sure Niki Lauda was a paid driver. So yes, there are some good paid drivers, but others, they're just in the sport for the money, for the sponsors. It's like that one kid in your friend group that you never invite him to anything, unless there's money involved, and, you can maybe push him to pay. How the fuck did Latifi get 3 seasons? How? Well, yes, the money is the answer, but still, how? But onto something that's a bit more relevant. How is an iconic track like Barcelona, Catalunya, being replaced by a couple of cones on the road, a couple of barriers, and why? Formula E, a series known for racing on the road, is soon going to have more races on actual racetracks than Formula 1. Like, what happened to the Nürburgring? What happened to Hockenheim, Mugello? So many countless good tracks. Not even good tracks. Even look at France. It's an actual racetrack. There's something about Formula 1 going to actual racetracks that actually, I'm not going to say that. It's nice. It feels good. That still sounds... It's just nice, okay? But now we're going to these big cities for the money. Like, let's go racing, close walls. And if I touch the wall, then my wheel is gone like Logan Sargent in Baku. That was so fun. Not only do they keep on adding new tracks and more tracks to the calendar, drivers are complaining that they're getting tired and it's just not good for their health in general. Plus, making them street tracks. More often than not, street tracks, the walls are pretty close. and concentration has to be at an all-time high. In Silverstone, as an example, I mean, there's no room for error, but there's a tiny little bit of, there's a margin for error is what I'm trying to say. You might drop it slightly. What, you spin off into the gravel, boo-hoo-hoo. You go out, change your tires, easy as can be. But then street tracks. 2022 Monaco was, well, a disaster for many reasons. I'm talking about the crashes, not the fact that, fuck, Charles, man. Ferrari. But you hit the wall and you're out of the race. Yeah, it's sour. Not gonna lie, the track layout does look pretty cool. I saw the Williams Assetto Corsa graphic thing on Instagram. That was cool. That was actually cool. I liked the track, but of course they're gonna fucking add sausage curbs all over, make them 2 meters high so that drivers can't touch any curbs, because health and safety in quotation marks, apparently. Yes, there's only a handful of street tracks, but the only new tracks they've added in the past couple years have been street tracks. Now, I don't want to be a street track hater, because there are some good street tracks. I've said street tracks fucking so many times. Monaco, a classic track, who doesn't like it? Jeddah is good. Baku is, you know, also good. Singapore, also good. Las Vegas, it was a good race, can't deny. So they're not like, it's not like they're shit tracks, but there's just something about fucking good F1 tracks that are not street tracks. Now, for reference, I'm looking at the 2012 calendar, and it is a dream. India, South Korea, okay, Valencia is a street track as well. Like, can we not just bring back Sepang, please? Do you know what I want? I want a nice flowing track with variation of corners, like Silverstone, like Spa. But most importantly, it has to have good overtaking. If there's no overtaking, then the race is going to be awful. So a track with good overtaking, that's the priority. Turkey was also pretty good. Where did Turkey go? And let's talk about the conundrum of team names. Who let the Anita Max win? Drake basically have his own Formula 1 team. Can't lie, secretly I'm down for it. Like, it's low-key sick. Imagine Drake rocking up to a Grand Prix, stepping outside and be like, ooh, it's freezing. Stake F1 Kick Sauber was their name, and goddamn right they changed it to Stake F1 team, otherwise, they'd be clowned more than Ferrari. And they basically have a clown living in their garage, rent-free. He's doing the tire changes. He's doing the strategy. And of course, we really just can't forget Visa Cash App Red Bull, or RB. Racing Bulls, one of the two. Who on earth let them cook on that name? It's so spectacularly amazing. It's beautiful. It rolls off the tongue. Guarantee the livery. No! It's awful! What happened to just sticking your name on the car, calling it a day? Braun F1. McLaren. Jordan. It was perfect. And then they had to go and ruin it with these fucking title sponsorships. Oracle Red Bull. Just leave it as Red Bull. No one gives two flying fucks if you have a little sponsor in your name. Actually grinds my gears. Listen, but if this is all true, and Visa Cash App, well, what's VCARB? Is it VCARB? VCARB. What a good acronym. VCARB. Yes, let's use that. Absolute imbeciles choosing names. VCARB. Who on earth? Okay, I can just imagine Crofty screaming, and VCARB, and Daniel Ricciardo in the VCARB crosses the line, and he finishes third and gets his fucking, I don't know, like 40th podium. Wow, Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, if that happens, you know what? Sign me up. VCARB for the win. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Go subscribe and peace.